Hey, how you doing? This is Arthur Frank Dinkins coming at you again, aka Mr. D. And Mr. D, that name stuck with me from working in the Department of Corrections, and people are like they couldn't say my last name, which is Dinkins, but for whatever reason, they just called me Mr. D. So it kind of stuck with me over all these years. So anything that I tag is it always has Mr. D on it. But anyway, this was a poem that I had written. It's called Separate. I'm gonna share it. I pray that it does what it's supposed to do. That's with anything that I post on YouTube or something that I write, be it a poem, a quote, a thought, whatever it is. I just try to come from my heart. I've seen a lot in my life. Friend of mine was talking about on Messenger yesterday how he was saying that damage control is needed and it's time for the community to rise up. But how can that happen when everybody is so separate? As kids, it took a village, as they say, and that's what happened. If we got caught doing something wrong, that neighbor would get at us and then tell our parents, and we caught it again. Today, you do that to somebody, kid, they gonna end up trying to take you out, and it's sad. It's too much separatism. There is no true unconditional love today. I'm not saying this for all people, but a great many is true. So I'm just gonna share this. It's called Separate, and I pray I decrease and the Lord increase within me, and those who have ears to hear will hear. And if it's upon your heart to share it with others, feel free to do so. Separate. How can we become one if we're forever separate? Do you not know that the enemy is desperate and is doing any, every, and all things to keep us that way? We've gone far beyond those sheep who've gone astray. There's so much envy and jealousy throughout the family, along with hatred and strife. No more backstabbing, but in your face, straight to your heart, goes that knife. And the look in the eyes of the ones who commits this heinous atrocity has no life within them, because literally they have lost their ever-loving mind by becoming puppets for the enemy unknowingly. How can you say you love me when there is no action that shows it? How can we say we're a family when there is no closeness until somebody dies, and then we come together with all the cries while listening to the lies about the one who's no longer here, and how we miss one another? Oneness is key. Love is togetherness as one. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It's not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love is finding and seeking beauty in the most tragic of things. Instead, we hear all the screams and dismay. And then comes the silence, which begets the distance, which becomes further away. Separatism has caused a major delay in oneness, and it's so sad to see. It's a travesty, yet the saga continues as we grow and live in fakeness. Separately, this can and must not be. Oneness is truly key. We got to come together. I don't care who you are, what you believe in. Bottom line, we're human. We err. We mess up. We're not perfect. But we should be striving to be his perfection on a daily basis. Or whomever it is, or whatever it is you believe in. It all comes down to love. And this is just my perspective. And from what I've seen from going on being here in this world, it's missing. Look at the youth today. They're all over the place, everywhere. Nothing seems to matter to them. Their heads are always down in the cell phones, or on the computer. You talk to them, it's like you're talking to the wall. Sometimes you want to snatch them, but you have to watch yourself. It doesn't mean you don't do it, it's just how you do it. We got to come back together, and it starts in our household. And if we can get our household together, then we can come together as a community. We got to know our neighbors. Get to know your neighbors so that you know that if your neighbors see your kid doing something, they ain't going to do nothing to hurt them. They probably snatch them, but see the difference today, the kids beating the neighbors down. They beating the parents down. We got to come together. Separatism has destroyed us. Oneness is key.